Good morning, my beautiful people. It's a little chilly today. Thank God. Anyway, I think I want to go apple picking today. So, I used to, when my kids were like 1, 2 years old, I'm talking about my babies, of course. We used to all go apple picking in Pataskala. Is it Pataskala? Yeah, Pataskala. A Lind fruit farm. It's called Lind, right? Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Like, I was looking on their schedule and everything, and I think they said they're open Wednesday through Sunday. They're closed Monday and Tuesday. Um, so we're gonna go. I want to go anyway. Just get some apples, and I used to love baking, like baking from scratch. And I know that might sound a little crazy. I know. Me baking, what? Can I cook? Yes, absolutely can cook. Yes. And I learned from the best. I had a grandmother who did everything from scratch. So I know how to make homemade bread. My daughter, my wife, loves my homemade bread. So I'm gonna have to do that. I think, we're gonna go to the fruit farm, pick some apples, and then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I love making, so what I did with apples, because we used to get so many apples. When I tell you, like, so many, like, it's extremely crazy how many apples I get when we used to, go picking. And I used to make homemade butter, homemade apple butter, homemade apple pies from scratch. I don't buy the crust from, Walmart and just add the water to it and make the crust. No, honey. I actually make the crust from scratch. Every little thing is from scratch. I absolutely love it. And then apple crisps, like, put them in the oven, and oh my gosh. And then how, like the elephant ears, when you go to the fair and you get the elephant ears. Okay, well, this is like an apple ear. So I don't even know what the hell it's called, but like apple elephant ear. I don't know. It's like an elephant ear, but it has apples inside. It's really gooey and it's so good. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do today. Anywho, so I'm grounded from TikTok for a whole week because my video did not accept my appeal. Fuck ass TikTok. Whatever. So let's do another story time, shall we? I'm trying to think of, I've had a lot of Johns who used to love, like, fantasizing about rape. Like, a lot of them. And I think, like, that's kind of like, even like people outside of being Johns, like normal people, like I feel like a lot of guys fantasize about that. I don't know why, but they do. And some girls do too. They do. I'm trying to think. So there's this one guy. Oh man. My dog is acting all crazy. He's a turd. Anyway, I'm trying to think of like an appropriate, John story. I think like I covered all of them that I had uploaded on my Facebook, on my TikTok account. I'm trying to resort back to that real quick before I think that I did. Let me think for a second. I think that I did. I'm gonna have to go through later on and see like what all I have uploaded, but I'm pretty sure I've covered all of them. I hope I did. Anyway, so there's this one John. I'm gonna make a story about this too, but I'm gonna have to see how to word it and how to say it, because I feel like this one would get banned too, get taken down. So I got to be careful about that. But so I probably will upload it on my backup account. So anywho, I got picked up one night, and you know, this guy just seemed a little off anyway. He was like, well, I have somebody at home, and so I just assumed like, okay, I have somebody at home, but I just want to have a good time. So I just figured like, when a John says that to me, that's in code of I have a fucking wife at home, I'm bored as fuck, and I just want to have sex. Like, that's just what it is. So I just took it as that. So we went back to his place, and I walk in, and his wife is standing right there. I'm like, what is this? I turned around like, am I supposed to be here? What's happening now? And he was like, yeah. He's like, this is my wife. I told you I had somebody at home. I said, oh yeah, you know, but you wasn't clear that she would be here, which is totally fine. Like, I don't mind, but now we're gonna have to negotiate on some pricing here. So we negotiated. I can't remember the exact price, but I know it was at least double than what it was when we first initially spoke. So he proceeded with, well, it's just gonna be me and you. She's just gonna watch. Actually, we're gonna role play a little bit. She's gonna walk in, and you know, she's gonna catch us in the act. He's like, just go along with it and everything like that. And I'm like, okay. So that's what happened. But when she walked in, she played it off as if I was her young daughter. And she just caught her husband sleeping with her young daughter. When she walked in, okay, she was like, oh my God, Amy. And I remember this. Amy, man. Oh my God, Amy, I can't believe you're doing this again. Why are you sleeping with my husband? Why are you doing this? I'm your mother. You see how, this is how my face was. I said, whoa. Let's take a break real quick. Take 5. What the fuck is happening right now? Now, there are certain things, just like I said, woo, what? I told you he's acting crazy as hell. There are certain things, like a line that I will not cross. Last night when I talked about, yesterday in my last video, when I talked about, you know, dressing up as a fucking baby, like, that's just a little too much for me. I'm sorry. That's a little bit too taboo for me. And then this as well, you know, coming in and acting like, you know, I'm your, like, daughter, your young fucking child, sleeping with her husband. I'm not too sure if, you know, if this is supposed to be my dad or stepdad, but either way, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It just made me feel completely off. And I get it. Like, I am paid to do a service, and I should do my service. I get it, but I don't have to. That's just the thing. I don't have to, and I wouldn't, and I didn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I remember my face was like, let's just take 5 real quick. What's going on right now? Can you just please elaborate on what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be portraying this Amy kid? Like, how old is this Amy kid? And it really disturbed me, okay, because when I got up to use the bathroom, okay, before we started anything, I went to the bathroom, and that's what I, you know, always do or whatever. I make sure that I'm completely out of my mind before I do anything. So I'm in the bathroom, right? And it looks like a kid bathroom, okay? I come out, and it's like a 1-floor, you know, house. So when you, like, come out of the bathroom, literally right across the hall is a kid room. Like, it looks like a little girl's room. So when this was all going on, I was thinking to myself, like, did this really happen? Is this happening in their home? I feel like this is what's going on in their home. And the mom is okay with it. And that's really disturbing. It just didn't sit with me well. at all. And I told them too. I said, you know, I said, this isn't, and when I am out of my mind, I say whatever the hell I want, and I have no filter. So you can just imagine how I was, because even now I have no filter, but I have a little bit, you know what I mean? And so that was I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So ever since then, right, like when I would get with clients and stuff and they're like, oh, call me daddy, I feel a certain type of way. I always resort back to that moment. Even if they're just doing it like, you know, like they're not really doing any harm or anything, like I resort back to that moment. Why do you want me to call you daddy so bad? What's really going on? And ain't shit going on. It's just that I came across a weird fucking couple. Weird as shit. No, I took half of the money and left. I should have took all their fucking money, but I took half of the money. And I was pissed because I had left my fucking makeup bag in that motherfucking house when I left. How does that happen? I don't know. Anyway, so, anywho, long story short, I had a really good friend when I was really fucked up. Okay, this was before I had went back to prison for the umpteenth time. Whoa! Anyway, he just got sentenced to, I want to say like maybe 4 to 10. I can't remember, or maybe 4 to 12. I don't know. Anyway, he had robbed a GameStop, and there's 2 guys in the GameStop, and he had like tied them up or whatever, put them in the back. I don't know. Anyway, he was the only one who looked out for me when I was fucked up. The only one. He would give me a place to sleep, a place to be at. He would make sure that I was well. Like he was a good friend. He really was. That was the only, if I could say that I had any friends, any friends during those years, it would be him. It really would. He did look out for me, and he didn't have to. I'm going to reach out to him. I've been, stalking the Ohio website for, for inmates, for prison inmates and prisoners. And he's not there yet. He's not in CRC yet. So when he gets there, I'm going to JPay him. Yeah. I'm not going to tell him about my TikToks or anything. Well, I may. I don't know. It's really weird. Like when I talk to my my friends that, they're still in prison. And I feel weird telling them. Like, what do I tell them? What do I say? What do I actually say? Oh, by the way, I'm on TikTok. Do you know what TikTok is? No, you don't, because you've been locked up for so long. Well, it's this app, similar kind of like to Instagram, but not really. But I blew up on there, and I have over 1 million followers. Like, they would think that I'm fucking lying. They're gonna be like, bitch, what are you smoking? What are you on exactly? Because you're fucking lying. Put it down. Put it down. They would say some shit like that. I already know. Anyway, so that's why I don't say nothing. I don't say anything because I feel weird. Like, I feel like I would be bragging, right? That's bragging. But I am proud of where I'm at in life today. So, I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys, I got to get ready for the day, but I love you guys. Bye.